Hello to all, and welcome to Josie K Tarot's live video podcast here on YouTube. This is a super chat, and it is only during this live video podcast where I will be offering one question, half monthly reading for a minimum of a $10 donation. Now, I'm going to be starting out with my thankful messages folder. The reason I chose to do this today is the energy that is surrounding the collective right now is an energy of healing. It's an energy of being hurt by another or others and finding disbelief in oneself, right? Something didn't work out. Therefore, people are settling into this energy of frustration, which is preventing the collective from recognizing that some things don't work out because Spirit wants you to move over here into this direction. So when you're feeling down or unfulfilled, it's important to always ask for positive feedback when it comes to what you're working on, and or keep a journal of what it is you are receiving when it comes to positive communication from others, okay? Keeping a diary, a journal, something where you can track the positive things that transpired because of your efforts. And yeah, even though some things don't work out, it's important that we realize it just wasn't meant to be, that there's something so much better in the path ahead that Spirit's trying to bring our attention towards. Hi, Terry. And thank you so much for showing up. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Okay, I'm going to just read a couple of messages that I got. These are follow-up emails to personal readings, and I put them in a folder called Thankful Messages. So when I'm feeling down, I refer to these messages, and they are unbelievable. Glad to hear about it, Terry. Thank you again so much for coming. Okay, so I'm just going to say MW is the name of the person who sent me this follow-up email after their personal reading. This is an Aquarius who was asking about love. I know Aquariuses have waited for a long time to really secure themselves in a long-term commitment. So this person said, I loved my reading. Thank you. You are very in tune, even more so than a few years ago. I appreciate you. And of course, I appreciate all who have come to support me with my gifts, my talents, my skills, so that as I build you up, I want you to know that in turn, you also build me up. And it's so appreciated. Hi, Robin. Got cut off yesterday. Oh, darn. I was trying to figure out what happened. Robin's talking about the Zoom cast yesterday. It was a really interesting reading, and actually a lot of those energies and messages are spilling into today's live video podcast. So we are going to talk about some things that we talked about yesterday that are really important for the collective to hear. Okay, we had a message, or I had a message, an email from someone. I'm just going to say letter J is the beginning of their name. They had written me and asked, will they hire me? The messages that Spirit had me translate were absolutely. And now just recently I got a follow-up message saying they hired me. I think of my readings as Reiki readings. I did not know until I studied Reiki recently that what I was doing is I was giving the universe words to translate for people. And then when I am done with a reading, I go into deep prayer for that person. Therefore, I've been able to see a lot of people receive the blessings that they are asking for the universe to assist them with manifesting. Regardless, we're going to go into the email from MP, who says, oh my God, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, capital letters. I am so happy. I am so glad I chose you for my reading. There's an email from someone whose initials were AC, who said, thank you so much, Josie, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. This is a great reading. I'm so excited for what is coming. Hello, Tamika. And Tamika says, blessings to all. If you are new here, it is during this live podcast where people really lift each other up. So you may see someone saying hello to you or trying to give you some beautiful, kind words and messages. That's why I love my subscribers, because we all lift each other up instead of the human way, which is to focus on the negative, right? This is where we come to help one another to think more positively about our own personal journey. And thank you for the thumbs up. Terry, and your read you gave me, it came to pass. And thank you so much. You were on point. God bless and keep doing what you are doing. Love you. And I love you too, Terry. And this is what I'm talking about. These messages are so important for me because I don't know, other than translating these messages for people, how they ended up working out, how they did what Spirit likes to do. And it leads people from here into a higher, better, more fulfilling direction, where beautiful things can transpire, where we can come out of that negative energy, even if it's negative thoughts or self-thoughts. Spirit, when we pray to Spirit, Spirit will help to manifest these things. It's just humans don't believe in this process. So trust and have faith as I read these messages, as I find faith in the process as well, that Spirit really is trying to bring us into a path of peace, joy, and happiness. Firefly says hello, and hello to you, Firefly. And Firefly says hello to all as well. Hi, Kenneth. Belated St. Patrick's Day. Jessica says hello to all. Terry Cox, it helped me. And that's what it's so funny. When I was a child, I was like, I want to make them smile. I want to make them happy. I just always had this thing where I felt like I wanted to take people who looked sad and make them happy. In fact, I often tell the story of, we went through one of those pay toll booths, and I was mad at my dad, and I was in the back seat, and the person smiled at me as we were going by, and I gave him a dirty look. And then I got so angry at 5, 6 years old, that or sad, because I didn't smile back to that person, that I pitched such a fit. I made my dad come back around so that I could smile at that person instead of give an angry face. So, my whole life has been about taking people who are down, just like my mother has within her, and really trying to lift them up out of that darkness. So it's what I feel I was meant to do. So Terry says, hello, everyone, and blessings to all. Then I had an email after a personal reading from someone who had the initial V as in victory. And this person said, thank you so much, not only for the insights, but for quote unquote listening. And sometimes just communicating with another or others will lift that heavy energy off of us. JN wrote back after their personal reading and said, your work is the greatest call of service. You're giving hope to many, and you are in direct contact upstairs. You give people a sense of direction, positivity, enlightenment, peace of mind, and so on. You make this world a better place to live. So I'm just so grateful and thankful again for these messages, and to hear people go from a difficult mindset into energy of peace, joy, and happiness. So the final email I received in February and March, or that I pulled from my messages, was from the initials of AC, who says, wow, what a reading. I feel so much calmer. Thanks so much. And again, you are all very welcome. Thank you for those thumbs up. What I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go through a circle spread that I set in front of me. I pulled 5 cards from 5 different decks for each position of the circle spread. So as I explain the energies that will be surrounding us on into and through the next month, so you'll be the first to hear about the second half of March going into the first half of April, which is the time where I feel big things are going to happen. I feel like people who didn't get a job offer or opportunity, it's because something better was coming. So therefore, by end of March, first half of April, I expect to be hearing that people finally got an offer doing something they truly enjoy. Also, singles, I feel like if something didn't work in a partnership, it's because Spirit's trying to guide you into a direction whereby you will meet someone who is at the same spiritual level as you are, right? Because you've been down here and you've done this. So some need to reflect and recognize, you know what, that person's back here doing this, and I was there and I learned. Therefore, I matured spiritually, and now I want to find someone who can raise me into more fulfilling situations and circumstances. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Now, the first deck I decided to pull from, hi, Carrie. Thank you for coming. I pulled from the Heal Yourself deck by Ina Segal. And this is the energy. I saw this card in my mind as I was getting ready before this reading. This is the selling out card, okay? This is a person who didn't stand up for themselves. But Spirit's saying it doesn't matter, okay? At this time, lessons were learned, right? Hopefully, we're not going to go back and repeat old unhealthy connections, circumstances, situations, behaviors, and so on. Instead, that card means instead of selling yourself out, now's the time to stand up for yourself and set new goals. So as we set new goals and intentions, it's going to bring us away from energies and people and circumstances where we didn't stand up for ourselves, okay? Now, to clarify that message, I brought in I'm trying to remember sequentially, the wife card. So we do have some who were in a connection whereby maybe there was a third person, in a connection where they were hoping to go into a deeper commitment, partnership, marriage, and so on. So I clarified that with the Looking Deeper card. Now, this is from the Gateway Oracle deck by Denise Lynn. Sorry, this is the Gypsy Oracle deck. And this says, deep within me is a majestic radiance, right? So some have forgotten because they connected with unhealthy people, places, and circumstances that we are all a blessing, a gift from the universe, that we were all blessed with a gift that we are meant to discover within ourselves. So some are sitting in this energy at this time with the Five of Swords energies of inner conflict. I'm conflicted because something didn't work out. And again, Spirit's saying, look at the magic radiance within you. Set new goals and intentions. For if you're waiting on a deeper commitment, contract, circumstance that is better, Spirit clarified with the Psychic Oracle deck by John Holland that there will be the fulfillment of wishes, okay? So just like Reiki, I can translate these messages for you, but it's up to you to receive those messages, to say, I am going to create the fulfillment of my wishes, be it to be married, committed, partnered, or to find that path of success. Because this, I'm noticing, has the number 9. So it's a time where we have to really, and we talked about this last week, bring an end to who and or what doesn't serve us for real, right? Some people are like, yeah, I'm going to do that, but they kind of keep coming around. But at some point, it's like, you know what? I got to cut this person out of my journey. And Spirit's saying we need to do so in a kind way with heart, right? And that can be kind of a fine line. But the reason we want to do so in a kind way with an open heart is we want to maintain that positive juju, right? That good energy, so that we can receive positive results as we set goals and intentions for the year of 2021 and maybe even further into the future. And thanks for those thumbs up. So when I looked at the thoughts position for the next couple weeks, Spirit's advice actually is to take off whatever mask you were wearing. Were you trying to please another or others? Because Spirit's saying that means you're not recognizing the majestic radiance within you. It's time to take off that mask of trying to be maybe what someone else wanted you to be, and to instead not please others. Please yourself first and foremost. So for clarification with the Gypsy Oracle deck, we have conversations. So in the next couple weeks, someone may come back towards you, like I was talking about. And it's important to have a very truthful conversation, to take off that mask of pleasing others and say, look, I am a great person. I am strong. I am blessed with many wonderful talents and skills, and I am focusing on what it is that truly fulfills me. So we had 9 bringing something to an end, and now we have 19. I'm moving into a new path while simultaneously bringing an end to a situation by having a conversation, by taking that mask off, and by not just trying to please another, but to really think about what is it I'm creating that pleases myself first. Okay, so in the thoughts position for further clarification, I brought in the, oh, and I didn't mention the 5 of Swords, and this card is the Game of Thrones tarot deck. We've got in the thoughts position a major arcana here. So this is sidestepping who and or what is not good for us in order to move into a path of victory. Traveling for some into the direction of new conversations, of recognizing that gift within you. For some, you may be thinking about someone who has cancer in their chart. Either way, Spirit is confirming, again with the Gateway Oracle deck by Denise Lynn, that now is the time to break barriers. So it's important to write down, what were the barriers that were blocking me from moving into a path of greater success? For I am going to sidestep those barriers. I'm going to have a conversation with those who I need to bring closure with and to, so that I can step into the light and take the mask off of pleasing another and seeing who I truly am, so that I can create the fulfillment of my wishes. So I can walk in a path of success, because Spirit is trying to guide us to think about where success is and how we're going to take action steps day to day to get there. Thank you again for the thumbs up. So in the relationship sector of the circle spread, boom, we got the self-sabotage card. Okay, so this card is about exciting situations that actually sometimes are very dangerous. Why? Because it causes for us to put another before ourselves. And that's what Spirit wants to talk about. It's like, look, with the Gypsy Oracle deck, if someone is carrying energies of falseness, they're carrying energies of falseness. Is it really worth self-sabotaging yourself, pleasing others, so that you can, pardon me, sit with these energies of the 5 of Swords, energies of inner conflict? So Spirit is saying with the Game of Thrones deck, and now is the time in the relationship sector to look out into new directions, to make new connections, because at this time, if we let go of who and or what has hurt us, of who and or what and whereby there is false energy, we will then be able to, through our effort and time, manifest this success. But see, this is what's getting in the way. In the relationship sector, we've got mental conflict. Okay, I want to move into a new path, a new direction, but I'm conflicted because this didn't work out, because that didn't work out. This person, this place, this circumstance didn't turn out the way I expected. And Spirit's saying there's a reason for that. We're trying to guide you into the direction of the manifestation of wishes and success. But you've got to bring an end and empty your journey of who and or what doesn't serve you in order for you to make room for what is coming in. So really, Spirit's talking a lot about savoring the pleasure of salt baths, exercising, walking, eating right, and so on. Savoring the pleasure of bliss. What is it that brings me bliss and contentment and peace? Pardon me. Is it writing, drawing, painting, doing photography, pottery, poetry? Whatever you put your energy into right now when it comes to creativity, it's going to be a process whereby as you get excited about a new direction, there's a simultaneous energy of healing going on. So as we realize something has to go from our journey and we pray to spirit to help take it out, that energy away from our journey, so too is there a healing process that is going on. Now, when I looked at the creative aspects position by the third week from now, collectively, we've got the wild card. Okay, so I'm moving into a new path, but I'm unsure of the action steps or who to communicate with as I am trying to manifest greater things in my life. So for clarification with the Gypsy Oracle deck, Spirit offered up the Merchant card. So this is about creating a profit, putting time and effort into marketing a product, sharing your talents and skills via the internet, your community, society, social media, technology, because Spirit is giving you with the Game of Thrones deck, the major arcana, the Strength card, the strength to be able to put into action new ideas, goals, and intentions so that you can do what? So that you can bring to an end this suffering in silence energy. So we've got the number 9 here again, and it's falling in the creative aspects position of the circle spread. So again, as I create abundance, as I know Spirit's giving me the strength to create a profit, an income, a side business, whatever it is, Spirit is going to be helping you to let go, right? So I surrender joyously to the ebb and flow of life. And so I wanted to I got pulled into looking up this wild card. Normally this is going towards someone in a passionate way, but it's right below selling yourself out. Okay, we talked about a wild, exciting connection in the relationship sector of the circle spread, but it was also a dangerous situation for some because you weren't standing up for yourself. You weren't being who you were truly meant to be. So when I looked at the book here for this particular card, the book says, through suppressing your wild, succulent, outrageous, and untamed self, you dull your senses and crush your creativity. You shrink, lose your energy, and become depressed. Your relationships suffer and rage grows. You become ashamed, hostile, cold, boring, over-serious, and scared. You stop taking chances and live in mediocrity, constantly trying to protect yourself. The truth is that no one can judge you, punish you, or hurt you as much as you can. So give in to your wildness and stop living a sham. For this part of you is sensual, provocative, truthful, courageous, bold, passionate, and alive. So set it free. Instead of putting that wild energy into a relationship that is causing energies of mental conflict, Spirit is saying to the collective, now is the time to create something that fulfills you so you can let go of this suffering in silence. Pardon me, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Alessandra, thank you so much for coming. Hello to you. And Alessandra says hello to everyone else. Septina, hello, and hello to everyone. Okay, so should these messages have resonated or they start to resonate at any point during this general reading, know that it is only during this live podcast where I offer a one question, and it's a month reading for a $10 donation. So all you have to do is click on the little $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation. And then in the chat session, provide me with your sun sign, which is your horoscope sign, and your question or concern, and I will lay out a reading for you. Now we're getting into the actions position of the circle spread. So there's a hole in my soul, okay? So, any thumbs up? Anybody feeling there's a hole in my soul that I need to let go of? Because in the relationship sector with another or others, it's causing me mental conflict. There was falseness in another, and I was trying to please another. So Spirit is saying with the hole in the soul card, heal. Now's the time to take action to heal from abandonment or neglect, right? When someone kind of just basically blows you off. Now, Spirit's saying in your actions position, especially in the creative aspects position, as you create something new and recognize by the third going into the fourth week from now, that you're going to have the strength to manifest greater joyfulness for yourself, right? You're going to be able to walk away and bring an end to someone or something that just didn't work out for you. So to clarify that, I brought in the Game of Thrones deck, and we have the Devil card. Now, sometimes this could represent someone who has Capricorn in their chart, but in this particular reading, I feel like there is someone who had the devil energies. Now, this doesn't mean someone is a bad person. This means that someone is just an unhealthy connection at this time. They may be dealing with an addiction, and or it could be that you are addicted to a person, place, circumstance, situation, environment, or a substance. And it's time to be free from old energies of abandonment and neglect, because there is in the inner strengths position, the home card that says there's a situation that's a result of one's upbringing. And so if we had something difficult happen in our childhood, it's around this time where we're realizing that we are repeating unhealthy people, places, circumstances, situations, temptations, and so on, because there was a hole in our soul, right? But now's the time to heal. Now's the time, Spirit saying, to take action in the next month, to let old memories of love go out into the river, out into the ocean, and replace them with new creative ideas that will in turn bring joyfulness. So that by the fourth week from now, there's going to be the energies of simplifying your life. I now cherish the simple pleasures of life because I let go of what felt like an exciting connection, but turned out being a rather dangerous connection because it affected my self-esteem. So when we look at the emotional aspects position of the circle spread collectively, it's by the 5th or 6th week from now where we have dreams, okay? Clues to emotional challenges. It's almost like in hindsight, I now see that I needed to have a clear conversation with someone about how I was being affected, that there is something better within me and there are better connections ahead of me. And so for some, your dreams in the next month, month and a half are going to bring you signs that are going to help you to continue to move forward beyond a person, place, circumstance, situation that didn't turn out. And I think in the thoughts position as well, there's going to be a realization that I am now expanding beyond old limitations and I'm stepping into energies of joy and freedom. So there's a realization here that I allowed myself to step into energies of despair. But now look at this. And I saw a lot of the 7 of Coins energies yesterday during the live Zoom cast. What you are working towards, there's going to be some form of emotional fulfillment, emotional realization as well, that you've come a long way. Pardon me. And that Spirit is helping for new doorways to open up. So as you free yourself emotionally from energies of despair regarding another, however, be it professional or personal, after you have a conversation, Spirit saying, shift your attention into creating some form of abundance or creativity. Simplify your life, or you're going to realize in hindsight that this process has brought you energies of feeling as though you can now enjoy just the little things and not something that just kind of became too much. So emotionally, we have the solar plexus chakra opening up here. Check this out. When I look at these two energies here, or cards here, we've got the number 3 twice. So the number 3, of course, is the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Spirit is helping for us to create what we are dreaming about, new goals and intentions that eventually will bring us a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And this whole process is going to help for us to be freed from old energies of emotional despair. So we have, hi, Jessica, Capricorn. OMG. Thank you for clarifying. So emotionally, again, it's by the 5th or 6th week from now, whatever seeds you are planting, whatever you are working towards, whatever you are tending to on a day-to-day basis, it's like emotionally, there's going to be the realization that seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. I have planted new seeds, new directions, goals, and intentions. And at the same time, I have planted something within me that is beautiful. Not only have I created something from within me that is majestic, that I was born with, but also I am starting to see the results of my efforts personally. I'm starting to give off this bright, beautiful aura emotionally. And of course, that is going to draw others towards us. Good and bad, right? But there is an energy of, I'm not where I used to be. I'm at a higher spiritual level. So remember subconsciously, and I know Alessandra got this card yesterday at the Zoom cast. This is the card of courage. I'm going to stand strong in my convictions with others. I'm going to shine a light like this gentleman here, and I'm going to look closely at the path ahead of me before making any decisions. I'm going to speak my truth. And for some, it may have to do with someone who has the King of Spears energies. Alessandra says, yes. The King of Spears energies be someone who's older than you and is a boss figure, a father figure, a grandfather figure, an uncle, a brother, but they could also have fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo. So Spirit saying, stand strong in your convictions regarding another person. Stand strong in your convictions and be the King of Spears or Wands, where you set goals and meet goals day to day. You start to create this pleasurable energy in your life. What happens as a result? Well, you create a solid foundation with the number 4. You know what you're working on or towards. You know who you are. And the heart chakra starts to open up. The heart chakra is the understanding and automatic feeling of what you love to do and what you've been working towards, that you can now receive love again. Now, that's hard sometimes, right? When we let go of someone in a situation that was difficult, to open our heart up once again. But Spirit's saying, the more you stand strong in your convictions regarding others, the more you stand strong with your boundaries regarding others, the more you let go of who and or what isn't serving you at this time, the more Spirit's going to help you to open your heart to new connections, circumstances, and situations. So we're not staying stuck in that energy of mental conflict. So in the, why do I have 2 here? In fact, where did these come from? I got the traveling into the direction of a wish come true, fell right underneath there. And I don't even know how that deck came in here. So let's, oh God, that's the wrong card too. So yeah, we have wedding, marriage, commitment, partnership. I'm feeling a few different things here, okay? Spirit is giving us collectively the courage to speak our truth to someone, some form of maybe passionate masculine, to say, I want commitment, partnership, or marriage, to move away from someone who maybe doesn't want these same things, doesn't want the same goals and intentions and future plans as you, and to still move forward with an open heart. Here's the card I was looking for. So again, with the Gateway Oracle deck in the subconscious position, we have the opening love card that says, my heart is open. So I decided to go to the book and read my notes. And this card means there is nothing you need to do to deserve love. In fact, love is on its way. It's waiting for you. If you have been in a difficult circumstance in a relationship, Love is waiting for you to be renewed. Okay. And that's a different group of people. Regardless, this card is proof that old wounds are healing, right? As soon as we can open our heart again without reflecting on the negative, that's when we know we've gone through some form of rebirth and that we're ready for spirit to bring in the proverbial right one. So I've been predicting this for a long time. I'm still feeling it, but I'm feeling like it's starting to transpire here. Definitely in the next month. For some, I've heard about this via personal readings, but once we discover that we're standing in a beautiful foundation, we know who we are, we know what we're working towards, we're very confident in ourselves. That bright light, of course, is going to draw others towards us. For some, there's going to be reunions that are going to sneak up on us, but for others, there's going to be someone completely new. And in many cases, we're looking at some soulmates here. So in the day-to-day aspects position, Spirit's saying, unleash your creativity, right? So as you work on creating something on a day-to-day basis, remember, this process is helping for the collective to let go. Spirit's saying, surrender joyously to the ebb and flow of life. And as you let go, we will give you the strength to get excited about some form of abundance here. So this energy is going to show up by the third week from now for the collective. So day to day with the Page of Spears or Wands energies, this is definitely about sharing what you're creating with another or others. Yes. Let's see here. What came next? The service card. So sharing what you're creating regarding a service, a business, an idea, and the manifestation of additional income or a new form of income, a new job, opportunity, and so on. Okay. How did these cards come in? All right. First, we got this one. So see, the number one is about I've let go, right? It's directly above the letting go card. As I let go, new paths open and love begins to flow again in my life, right? I know now that my heart chakra can still open up to another, even though something else didn't work out. And because of this process, the collective is receiving the awakening, the ancient wisdom card. So there's a deep inner knowing that as you let go and focus on something that fulfills you, as things start to become more simple in your life, you're having the strength or are finding the strength to heal from abandonment, neglect, and or someone or something that is not good for you, be it professional or personal. All right, so when I look at the inner strengths card, we've got the home card. So again, Spirit is giving the collective the strength to free themselves from energies of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage, again, is often the result of our upbringing. If we were treated poorly in some way as a child, sometimes we put on this mask, right? So it's important to figure out, am I pleasing others before myself? I want to now break barriers and shine like the sun, right? I want to be recognized for my gifts, my talents, my skills. So I'm going to have a conversation with someone and let them know that they caused me conflict and despair. And instead, I'm going to move towards what truly fulfills me, because I know that as I put time and effort in day to day, I'm going to feel a deep inner knowing, an ancient wisdom. Like this is a lesson that everybody at some point has had to learn, that things that are difficult that happen because we allowed for it to happen. We allowed for ourselves to open up to a particular circumstance or situation. And then when it doesn't work out, we become conflicted. So the main message right now at this time is Spirit saying what didn't work out because it was a lesson. It was meant to guide us to a higher spiritual level of discovery. So now, here's the healing card. Spirit's giving the collective the strength to heal and the strength to believe in magic. And I know that Alessandra got this a couple times yesterday. Magic is abounding in my life. Therefore, I can free myself from self-sabotage. I can heal from anyone or anything that is unhealthy for me, even if it's substances or temptation, because Spirit's given you guys the major arcana, the Empress. So I have the strength to give birth to whatever I so choose, to open my heart to myself, and to know that as I am creating beautiful things for myself, too will others be drawn towards me. And for clarification, with the Psychic Tarot deck, we've got the Spiritual Union card. Like I said, it could be very much so for the collective, many of the collective, that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, as you are replacing and healing from what didn't work out, and instead are shifting your perspective to giving birth to new things, there are going to be energies of joyfulness. Some are going to have an aha moment, that, oh my gosh, I kept my head down. I focused on what fulfills me personally. And now new doorways are opening, be it in professional ways and or when it comes to love. So this Spiritual Union card could mean a few different things. This could be someone that you connect with via creativity, business, and or on a relationship level. However that is, this is someone who you were meant to connect with. So what you are giving birth to at this time, if you can believe in the magic of healing of what was that wasn't meant to be, then Spirit's saying you will realize the results of your efforts are giving you the strength to let go of old memories of love. So believe in the miracles. Amen, Alessandra. All right, so if no one has a question you'd like for me to do a reading for, I'm going to close with the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please clarify for those whom have attended today. Please describe the overall energies for the next month for the collective that have attended today, and or provide any spiritual advice. Okay, the Ace of Action, right? So this is a new path when it comes to career and finance. This is a new path when it comes to going into the direction of what you're passionate about. This path is going to grow and develop in a very fulfilling way, just like we've been talking about. Alessandra, I'm sending you a PayPal. Perfect. And I will check that. All right, I'll wait for that notification. In the meantime, collectively, this is a gift from the universe. And the card says, this cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or the pursuing of your dreams. This is a card of action. And if you've been procrastinating, now's the time to get really busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities, exclamation mark. For some, you are going to be called upon to talk about something that is close to your heart. So if there's something you've always wanted to inform others about, now's the time to continue research. And again, like we have with the page of Spears or Wands energies here in the day-to-day aspects position. Spirit is waiting for you to communicate about what you have wisdom of in the next, especially in the next 3 weeks. They're saying your angels will give you the perfect words and you will do brilliantly. So if there is something you've been wanting to do or market or communicate with others, now is the time, because something wonderful collectively, deep inner knowledge and wisdom is awakening. So with that cup overflowing, as people start to discover their soul's purpose, at this time, they're going to feel like a path is opening up that is overflowing with peace, joy, and happiness. So yeah, look at that. Right behind that, we have the Three of Thought. So there are some who have just not let go of whoever this is over here, who is carrying energies of falseness. And it is, they say, well, I've let go. How come it keeps showing up? Well, again, prayer works. Okay. So just ask Spirit to lift this person's energies out of your journey and to replace them with someone who is kind and supportive, or with successful results of what you are working towards. Loving angels surround you and are healing and comforting you in the next month. And the sadness that you feel, or that we feel, will fade away in time. And then comes clarity. In fact, the clarity that comes is about how important this situation has been for your spiritual growth. So take time to forgive yourself and others so that you can embrace the future with joy. Let's see. PayPal, Alessandra, done. Great. So Alessandra had a call last night regards to a job. Did we not just talk about this yesterday? Oh my gosh. And this morning, having a new idea about a business related to music. Should I follow these two opportunities? Wow. Wow. Had a new idea. Oh my gosh, this is I prayed for you all last night. I prayed for you this morning. That's what I'm saying. I have completed my Reiki courses, and I'm realizing that, when we do these readings, it's important to take notes. It's important to acknowledge any particular messages Spirit's trying to bring you, because when I pray for you after your reading, this is the result. I often see success happening right away. So thank you, dear Lord, Spirit guides, and angels. So could you please provide an overall description of what Alessandra is talking about? This is the Gateway to the Divine deck. Alessandra, please. Yeah. So Spirit's saying hang in there for the next week or two. Stop and look at things from every perspective. Yeah. In your thoughts position, I'm doing a Celtic spread. You may feel like you put a lot of time and effort into something, and you're just kind of waiting for something to come along. And Spirit's showing this beautiful little crow coming and dropping a white flower and a red flower. So spiritual wisdom, knowledge, and something that you are passionate about. Wow. In your foundation, we've got the 10 of Cups energies. So it won't be longer than maybe the next 4 days where you start to feel that happily ever after energy. So in the past, you were waiting for that proverbial ship to come in, right? And now with the 3 of Wands showing up, this is Spirit saying, in the past, you put the time and effort and hard work in, and now your ship is coming in. So stop and look at things from every perspective. Now, in the next couple of weeks, we have the 10 of Swords energies. So I don't know if you've been dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. They need to be let go of. If whatever you've been, yes. So they're saying that the 10 of Swords, the energies of the past having to do with swords representing sadness, pain, anguish, worry, fear, all of that, those swords are dissipating. And now it's time to take all of the knowledge and experience that you have and to use this Emperor energy in your actions position. So Spirit is saying it is time for you to create your empire. They're going to help for you to set goals and meet goals, and to not give up. Just continue to focus, because there's something getting in the way, some form of heartache. It's like you've been waiting on heartache. You're recognizing heartache. You're fearing that someone here cannot be trusted. Again, I'm getting an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And by the 5th or 6th week from now, you're fearing that you don't have enough in some way. So Spirit's saying, listen to your intuition. Continue to focus on what you are passionate about. Now, could we say one opportunity or another? Call last night for a job opportunity, morning a new. So let's do, let's use the Angel Answers deck for the 2 jobs. Okay, we're going to do one Celtic spread representing the last night's opportunity, and this morning a new idea. And let's see what Spirit has to say about those 2. Yeah, acknowledging the truth about, oh, it looks like an air sign. So if there's an air sign involved, Spirit saying, let that go, okay? Someone's falseness there could be causing mental conflict. And of course, when we have energies of mental conflict, it kind of slows down everything else. And that's kind of what Spirit's been talking about today. So, wow. Okay, I'm just going to lay out two entire Celtic spreads side by side. So they're saying in the next week, when it comes to whoever contacted you last night, know that they have more information for you. So maybe write down a list of questions and contact them about those questions. Right now, you're thinking about the success of that offer. And Spirit is saying, listen to your intuition, just like I was just talking about. Listen to your intuition, but don't do it to a point where you can't sleep at night, right? Because you don't want to bring in that unhealthy energy that blocks you from succeeding. In the past, it just wasn't the right time. We talked about that yesterday. But now Spirit's saying in the next couple weeks, pray to Spirit for signs and synchronicities. In your actions position, you may not be taking or realizing the result of your efforts until about 3 months from now. And that's interesting. So we have reconsider. So I feel like Spirit's saying, you know, kind of continue to obtain information about that call last night. But Spirit's saying there's something better. So when we look over towards your personal idea, check that out. Spirit's saying yes. Yes. And they are saying as well, it's up to you to spread your wings and fly, right? To not sit and wait, but to instead meditate. Pray to Spirit for the results of your ideas and to give you signs and synchronicities. Continue to assert yourself, and Spirit saying, continue to work on these ideas, especially in the next couple weeks, and do not stop. For in your actions position, I'm feeling from the second going into the third, or definitely by the third week from now, you're going to feel like you are indeed ready. And Spirit's giving you the strength to feel ready. You may be fearing something that has to do with a year from now. Now, when I look this card up, this means this is the year for the results of your efforts. And by the fourth or fifth week from now, you're going to be looking back at how far you have come and how something is showing up in the very near future. So Spirit's saying you're ready. Do not be held back by others. Okay, so I feel like your idea is better than the offer that came up last night, but that it's important for you to kind of obtain more information about that offer. That within the next few months, that offer may evolve into something better. But right now, Spirit's saying when it comes to your own ideas, yes, you are ready. And that's what I felt yesterday in the live Zoom cast, is that there's something that you are creating for yourself that whereby a new doorway is set to open. So I'm going to close for Alessandra. $4 days. Yay. You're welcome, Alessandra. Jessica, releasing mental conflict, attracting positive energies. Amen. And many blessings to you. I will pray for you that those positive energies show up and you can feel them very strongly. Septina, I stay with a friend, and while it has been a blessing, I'm finding it more difficult to live with this person. I want to leave, but I'm wondering if I should stay. All right. So Septina, if you would like me to lay a spread regarding that question, just click on the $ box below and drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation. And provide me with your sun sign. And then I'll go ahead and do a monthly spread for you. All right, closing message. Please provide Alessandra with an overall description of the energy surrounding her in the next month, month and a half, and Any spiritual advice for Alessandra, please, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels. 8 of Action. So yesterday it was kind of like a slow build. And interestingly enough, we had that 8 of Action card, like the third card on the bottom of this deck. So the 8 of Action is someone coming towards you quickly and unexpectedly with information regarding career, finance, creativity. So this card says there's a lot going on and it may feel overwhelming, and yet it is wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Remember to express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even when things feel challenging. If you are asked to travel or take a flight, do so with confidence. So right behind that, we have the number 3, Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. We've got tons of little beautiful guardian angels around you, helping for you to focus on your creativity and to receive the abundance that will come as a result of your efforts. So, dear one, you are being called into action, exclamation mark. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It is time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects, or becoming a parent. Oh my. Follow your passion so that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. So remember, as you see these little blessings transpire in your life, to give thanks to Spirit for just that. Yeah, with the 7 of emotions, Spirit says the angels are asking you to make an important decision that maybe you've been putting off, or you may feel like you need to or want to put off here in the next week or two. It's likely you'll know which choice to make, but you may find that you're procrastinating so you don't upset someone, right? So you don't upset maybe the phone call you got last night, because you're more focused on what you're creating with your own ideas. So ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that celebrates who you truly are. For there is a wonderful new emotional experience that's coming into your life. And your intuitive abilities are going to be very open as long as you maintain an open heart. So, on the bottom of the deck, we have compromise. So it's kind of like, I'm going to look at what they have to say. I'm going to work on my idea. I'm going to work on what they have to say, and then I'm going to work on my idea until I figure out which one grows and prospers for me. And heck, maybe both will, in the long run, maybe both are going to happen at the same time. Wow, look at that. On the bottom of the deck, after shuffling, we've got big happy changes. So remember, you're being called to action. So, connect with what the call that came in last night. Ask any further questions that you need answered. And at the same time, continue to put your own ideas into action. Becoming a parent. Woo-hoo. Yeah, I know exactly what you're feeling. All right, Septina, I sent my donation. Okay, did you send it PayPal? Let me take a look. PayPal, yes, good. Okay, so let's look at Septina's reading. All right, for you, I'm going to bring in the Gilded Tarot deck. Septina, sun sign is Sagittarius. Okay, so dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Septina with clearly defined messages regarding the next month. Okay, so wishes are coming true. When we look at the collective energy here, Spirit saying, look deep within at the beautiful, majestic blessings that you were born to have within you. So Spirit's really nudging you to discover a part of you that Spirit wants you to not only recognize yourself, but for others to recognize. So what is it you've always wanted to work on or do, create, or who you wanted to work for, and so on? Because once you create a solid foundation for yourself, You'll feel strong enough to start to plan a physical foundation, right? Your own home location. So Spirit is here right off the bat, especially in the next week with the major arcana, the star. They're helping you to make your wishes come true. So like this woman who has these little chalices of water, or whatever you want to call them, it brings you a lot more balance. Okay, so we have in the thoughts position of the circle spread the devil energy. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Capricorn or someone who has that in their chart, but this is definitely feeling as though someone around you cannot be trusted. So Spirit is saying collectively, now is the time to find the light, right? To take off a mask of pleasing others and to expand beyond your current limitations. For as you have conversations with others in the next couple weeks, and I'm feeling this in the area of creativity, finance, or career, Spirit's going to guide you towards greater success. So the first two cards we already have here are major arcana. So the next couple weeks are a big deal for you, right? Spirit saying, surpass anyone or anything that isn't good for you by making your own personal wishes come true so that you can create your own foundation and then step into that direction. So in the relationship sector of the circle spread, we've got the Emperor. So I don't know if you are dealing with anyone who has Aries in their chart, but this is Spirit's way of saying, we are going to give you the strength and assist you with creating your empire, right? So coming into connection with others and fully embracing your life. I'm going to, like the collective, look at new directions, and then I'm going to put the time and effort in to move into a path where I can create a life of stability and joy. I'm not going to self-sabotage. And I'm also not going to sit with energies of mental conflict regarding others. So now we have three major arcanas out of three cards. A wish come true, avoiding negative people, and manifesting new relations whereby you can create your empire, right? A new life. So that by the third week from now, you can finally let go. You can surrender joyously to how things are going to transpire. You're going to have the strength, like the collective, to create some form of abundance or profit. This process is going to help to free you from the energies of suffering in silence. So it's time to be truthful, courageous, and bold as you create an ending and manifest your empire by connecting with new people in the next 3 weeks. Because creatively, as you do, you will be able to go away from others. With the Seven of Swords energies, you or someone around you may be feeling a little bit sneaky. I think to you, this is like I'm trying to sneak out of these circumstances because I feel, actually, I'm thinking in the thoughts position that someone should not be trusted or that they're not good for me. But Spirit is saying, you know what? Move ahead proudly. You know, I'm going to set goals and meet goals. I'm going to build a new foundation for myself. I know Spirit's going to help me to make my wishes come true, and I'm going to do so in a proud way. I'm going to shout to the world, I have this job, therefore I have enough money in the next maybe 3-4 weeks to be able to start to plan a new foundation. And I'm not going to have to sneak away from a situation, but instead speak proudly as I let go of current people. So Spirit's saying in the actions position, your actions will help for justice to turn in your favor. Your actions will help for you to take off a blindfold of unsure energy and to instead move into the direction of joyfulness. So, yeah, now's the time, and Spirit's helping you with another major arcana. We got 4 major arcanas out of 5. Justice is about finding balance. So take action day to day to make these wishes come true, for you will find that as you are building a foundation for yourself, that you're going to feel more balanced as a result, especially by the 4th going into the 5th week from now. So emotionally, you may be feeling as though other people are watching you. But Spirit is saying, as you continue to put time and effort into the manifestation of career and finance, so too will a doorway open up for you. And that doorway is going to lighten up your solar plexus chakra, just like the collective. And you're going to be celebrating the fact that you chose to plant these seeds, right? You chose to put in the time and effort to create greater income and abundance, and then identify a foundation, an apartment, your own foundation. So in the subconscious position, we do have the 7 of Cups. So Spirit's saying there are energies of fantasy and illusion. This energy is kind of an unsure energy, but it's also the ability to apply your creativity. So Spirit is saying we're giving you the courage to stand strong in your path, to shine that light into the direction you want to go, to open your heart to the number 4, representing a solid foundation. And here you are, setting goals and meeting goals until, right? Turning your life into a well-oiled machine, applying your creativity, building your empire, knowing that with the Star card, Spirit is helping you to give birth to a foundation for yourself. So day to day, you do have the moon energies of confusion and illusion, but Spirit saying as you reach out to others regarding career and finance with the Page of Spears or Wands, so too will you receive communication regarding a service, a business. So Spirit saying, unleash your creativity day to day. Create a challenge for yourself, saying, I will put in so many applications a day, or I will create something on the side or a second job, because there's going to be a deep knowing within me that eventually things are going to flow beautifully. And with the number 1, love is going to develop back in my life. So love is about peace, joy, and happiness, and not having to sneak out of a situation, but sharing what you're manifesting for yourself with others so it can be celebrated. Now, in your inner strengths position, here you are with the major arcana, the Temperance Angel. This is Sagittarius, and that's falling in line with, now's the time to create a home, right? A home for yourself. The card says, whatever wasn't working out for you was a result of your upbringing, a result that appeared as self-sabotage. And Spirit is saying now is the time to believe in the magic of life. That as you put time and effort in day to day, and you pray to Spirit day to day, that Spirit's going to help for you, just like the collective, to make wishes come true, to come into union with the right people, whereby justice can finally turn in your favor, whereby your actions will create great balance, and Spirit's giving you the strength by the 6th week from now, if you follow Spirit's advice in this video, to heal from what was, to heal from unhealthy worries and fears, and maybe even unhealthy people. So when I look at a 3-card summary, Spirit's saying, come out of energies of inner conflict and know that the time and effort you put in the next 6 weeks will eventually bring you attention and recognition, will eventually bring you the 9 of Pentacles energies of great financial independence. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, after you put a lot of time and effort in, you'll start to realize that the difficulties of the past are dissipating. Things are falling away because a wish is coming true emotionally. And this wish is helping you to move into the direction of this wish and to travel away from troubled waters, right? They're saying, energies of pain and sadness is going to be replaced with the 10 of Pentacles, a light at the end of the tunnel, a traditional life for yourself. As you set goals and meet goals, because Spirit's going to be giving you the Queen of Wands energies in a passionate way day to day, knowing that, believing in magic. Spirit is going to bring you this Ace of Pentacles energies as a gift from the universe. Again, you may recognize this by the 3rd or 4th week from now. a path that will grow and prosper, a path that's going to bring you great strength and that you're going to want to go excitedly towards. So it's going to indeed be time for a new chapter. And you may be a bit indecisive about an offer, but the offer is coming. And I think it's going to bring you this playful energy that will help for you to communicate in a kind and loving way to others. A new path is opening up that is going to flow beautifully. And Spirit saying, we will help for you to make the highest, best decisions so that you can step into a path that overflows for you. Yeah, so here's a new path that will grow and prosper, a path having to do with career and finance, home, and so on. So put away that sword with the Knight of Swords energies. Bring your horse over to the water and look at the reflection of yourself, for you are a child within, just like other people. And Spirit wants for you to realize that old battles are over with the Seven of Wands energies. And this new doorway that is opening up behind you is something that you gave birth to, right? With the major arcana of the Empress, Spirit helped for you to take these action steps and to give birth to a direction that you are passionate about. Yep, an offer will come that you'll be celebrating if you put the time and effort in. And there will be the happily ever after energies. A new direction, it will be offered to you from someone that's very kind. Your ship will come in, and then it's going to come down to realizing that I planted these seeds, and now seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. I can now cherish the simple things in life, give thanks to those who supported me along the way, and give myself a pat on the back, right? Because I manifested a foundation that helped me to let go in a positive way and to, like the collective, open my heart once again. So I'm going to close Septina, and I'm going to be praying for you as well. Reiki pray. This is again, the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please provide Septina with clearly defined messages regarding the energy surrounding Septina in the next month and or any spiritual advice. Five of Abundance. Okay, so we have someone, if you go out and knock on doors and tell people what you are looking for and are hoping to receive, somebody's going to literally open this door for you. I don't know if I said that before, but I keep hearing that over and over again. The card says there are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is only temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed, but to get a job with a business and then to maybe later on focus on something creative. The card says be patient. They're sending in the helper of abundance. Look at that. 4-leaf clover yesterday. Interesting. Although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. Once the planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels are surrounding you and are ready to help you out. And then right behind that is the Ace of Thought, a brand new path whereby you can cut away from who and or what no longer serves you. The cherub is arriving, and I am getting justice turning in your favor, maybe around the 11th of April of 2021. This cherub is arriving to congratulate you for a brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. This could even be just helping you to go somewhere to drop off CVs, resumes, going to a job interview. Either way, Spirit's saying don't be dissuaded by the little challenges along the way, for these are merely course corrections to the perfection of your plans. Oh, you're very welcome, and many blessings of success to you. So again, thank you guys so much for coming, for all of your support, for your kind comments and emails and all those beautiful messages. Thank you to those of you who come to me for month-to-month readings. And most importantly, those of you who have donated to keep this channel up and running. For without you, I couldn't keep up with everything that's involved with putting these videos out. So many blessings to all, and take care.